Keep the light on for me.
He had said the words to Mommy right after he had slipped his hand around her waist, pulled her close, and kissed her. Daddy was already wearing the backpack and had on his good walking shoes, the ones with bent metal rather than holes for the laces. I liked those shoes. It meant that we were all going to be outside for a long time. But this time, Daddy was going alone. I remembered the raspy feel of his whiskers as he held me, the raw smell of soap and wool.
Keep the light on for me.
What does that mean, Daddy?
It just means be ready for me.
Okay.
I wrapped my arms around his neck and squeezed. The little bones of my arms felt like they could break. He laughed and kissed my forehead. He had left right after. Mommy had cried, but she had known it was the right thing for him to do. The rains hadn't been so good this year, and our crops were small. The rain catchers on the roof were nearly empty. Mommy had been smart and gathered a lot of extra water for drinking, boiling huge tubs of it, making us sweat in our rooms, and then letting it cool before filling jars and jars with it. But the crops needed more than we could spare. I helped Mommy gather what we could from the roof. Long ago, before I was around to help, Mommy and Daddy brought dirt and built raised beds up there on the roof of their building. They were the only ones here anymore. They planted tomatoes, carrots, potatoes, bell peppers, my favorite, and spelt for bread. Daddy planted some pretty flowers too, but Mommy laughed at him and said that she didn't want to waste her time on something that they couldn't eat. She tells me that story all the time. Mommy also tells me about the electric lights and how you could make things work by just plugging them into the 3 holes that look like little faces in the walls. She says the whole city used to be a blaze of fire at night, full of the electric lights. They don't work anymore. The factories that made the electric don't have people in them. Daddy left to gather food in cans and find more seeds. Mommy wanted to go with, but she knew I was too little to be left alone and that at least one of them needed to stay with me. Daddy was only supposed to be gone for a day or 2. Mommy cried when I asked her how many days he had been gone. I told her that I would keep the light on for Daddy. That made her cry again.
It just means be ready for me.
Mommy says it means something else too.
It can also mean a light in the dark for someone to find their way back if they're lost.
Is Daddy lost?
Mommy doesn't answer me. On the stairs, below our door, there's one of the electric lights. It's just past the tripwires and the stacks of old alarm cans we keep on the landing. It doesn't work. Every day, just before Mommy shuts and locks the doors and we eat our small dinners, I get dressed in the special dress I wear for happy days, and I go wait on the stairs for Daddy to be home. I put my hair in a ponytail with my green band, and I put the red bracelet he gave me on, and I pray that I can keep the light on for Daddy. But the electric light doesn't come on. I push with my brain, and I pray with my brain, and say the words over and over. Keep the light on.
Keep the light on.
Mommy thinks it's funny that I try, but she lets me do it. I think she likes the alone times when I'm by myself on the stairs. She thinks that I can't hear her crying while I'm sitting there, but I hear her. Sometimes she talks to Daddy even though he's not there. I do that too sometimes.
Mommy made me tea today.
I talk to Daddy when I'm waiting for him on the stairs and keeping the light on. We went out on our own a few times. We even found some cans that had fallen between the shelves of that old store. The one with the pig face on the outside. He has on a white hat and he makes me want to laugh. The cans were mostly good, but one of them had big dents on the side and we couldn't take that one. Mommy said it would make us sick. We were only out for a little bit, right after the sun came up. Mommy had her baseball bat and her flashlight and her backpack. I had one too, a pink backpack. Mommy made it from an old, girly coat that didn't fit me anymore. I have water and carrots in it when we go out. Mommy doesn't like taking me outside. The crazies are outside, she says. But she didn't want to leave me at home either. I made the light turn on last night. Mommy didn't believe me when I told her. I tried to do it again. I dragged her out into the hall and pushed with my brains. I couldn't do it again. Mommy was sad that I had lied to her. I told Daddy that I would keep the light on for him. He needs to come home. He's lost and he needs the light to find us again. I will push and push until I do it again. I will keep the light on, Daddy.